Take one. Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to Where the Music Lives On, the I.F.A.T.S Facebook YouTube channel. I am Pamela D. Williams-Lacey, better known as Pamela D. I am your host for today, and we have a special guest, Mrs. Consuela Givens. Do I have that right, last name right?
Givens, yes.
Yes, Givens.
Robin Givens.
Oh, wow. How are you? How you doing?
I am good. I am fantastic. And I am good to be here. Glad to be here, Pamela.
I'm glad that you
And
are
I feel
here.
honored to be
Really?
today, first of all.
Yeah, you're one of our dedicated members. You know that. You know that. So it's really a good pleasure to have you here. And I'm going to enjoy this interview. I know I am. So
I think I am too.
so Consuela, do you prefer Consuela or Connie, or does it matter to you?
You know, it doesn't matter. I have many names. My favorite one is Mimi, M-I-M-I. That's my grandmother name, my grandma name, because you know I'm super Mimi.
Okay.
But yeah, you
Okay.
can call me Connie, Consuela, Mimi,
Okay.
anything.
So whatever
Yeah,
the choosing. All right. I'm going to go with Consuela. I think that's
I
such a
love.
beautiful name.
Thank you.
All right, Consuela, before we get into the heart of our interview, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Ooh, where do I start?
The beginning.
Um, first off, I think that my priority is God and my family. I am a super family person. I love to be surrounded by my kids, three of them, age 49 to 32, and my two grandbabies that I like to show off to people as much as I possibly can. Um, been married to the same guy almost 40 years.
That's a good thing.
Yes, yes.
That's a really
And
good thing.
yes, yes. So it's hard when somebody says, tell me about yourself. I'm say,
It is not easy to say, I
it
want to
isn't.
be all
It
about
isn't.
myself, because you
I
know
am
all
a
about yourself. It's hard to
I'm
put
a
forth that
huge
you know.
Disney fan, huge Disney
Okay.
fan. I go as often as I can. Uh, and of course, a music lover down to if you cut me open, I'd bleed musical notes. And
Oh.
I'm representing with my Prince earrings today.
Oh,
Okay.
nice, nice, nice. So we're taking that's your favorite artist.
Oh my gosh, I have many favorite artists. Most of them are no longer with us. I make up Mount Rushmore fours. Everything is arranged in fours. My four
Okay.
favorite artists of all time. Number one is Donny Hathaway. Number two is Luther. Number three is Prince. Number four is Marvin Gaye.
Ah, okay. I like that.
On my female side, my number one is Minnie Riperton, Minnie Riperton. Number two is Tammy Terrell, Nina Simone, and Aretha Franklin.
Ah, yes, yes.
But
You made
right
it.
now, I listen to all kinds of music. I listen to metal. I listen to goth. I love the goth music. And I live in my Wayback Machine. So I really don't have access to music that is recent. And I really don't want to. I love my old music.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I.F.A.T.S, the Facebook page is all about, where that type of music lives on and on.
Yes,
Let me ask you, Consuela, did you grow up in a house surrounded by music?
I don't remember there not being music. My earliest memory was, I want to say maybe 1963. If anybody remembers Sing Along with Mitch Miller.
Hmm.
We had
Yeah.
the Sing Along with Mitch Miller album that we would play, and they had the words. So we would play and sing along with Mitch Miller.
Wow.
Yes, yes, that goes way back.
Hmm.
And I like to tell my favorite stories of the first concert I ever went to. It was James Brown, 1965. And he came through Baltimore often. We were part of the Chitlin Circuit. And the first time I saw him live was with the Coasters. But James Brown scared me when he was doing Please, Please, Please,
Did
when he would drop
he?
down, when he would drop down to his knees, and then he would stand up and take the cape off. I thought he was really sick. So,
Oh,
so that
you weren't used
scared
to that. Yeah.
that scared the pants off of me. Other than that, it was a good show.
Oh wow, wow. That's an interesting lineup. The James Brown and the what was the other act?
Coasters,
The
the
Coasters. Yeah,
coasters.
that's a very was just the two of them?
Yes,
Those two acts? Wow.
yes,
So I'm taking the Coasters open the show.
yes.
Oh wow, wow. And James Brown, who another of our guests described as just extraordinary, but he scared you.
At first, that scared me. I
Oh
thought he was
wow.
sick.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
The reason we went to the James Brown concert was because my mother couldn't find babysitters for us, and she had to go.
Oh
So that's
wow.
why we were there. But we listened to everything, and it wasn't just with my mom, but I have four older sisters
Okay.
that also severely, I mean, they were my musical influences. And my oldest, we go back to, early Motown, and uh she introduced things like she was more avant-garde, Clarice.
Okay.
She
Okay.
she would introduce us to music such as Elton John that maybe I hadn't heard, or Cherchez la Femme. I can't even
Uh-huh.
pronounce that correctly. My second sister, Cassandra, would be the one that would introduce me to New Birth and Earth, Wind, and Fire, and several along that genre. My third sister, Cheryl, introduced me to groups like Heart, and she was the first person to introduce me to Prince. And
Ah.
okay, my first introduction with Prince, I saw the album cover with him on the back, naked on a horse, and I said, no. I said, I can't do this. Can't do this. But as you can see, he grew on me, and I've become a humongous Prince fan.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
think a lot of people became fans that way, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Kind of shocked in the beginning, and all of a sudden they're like, but this guy is,
It was
super
pretty
talented.
weird.
Yeah, yeah.
It was pretty weird.
Oh
Now,
my God.
I would take music. Music was always my safe place. If I couldn't sleep at night, maybe a transistor radio. In the neighborhood, it was one person had a transistor radio. We all sat outside and listened to AM radio. Um, there was just always music. I always have music in my head. I have music that wakes me up in the middle of the night. Thank you very much, music. I can't go back to sleep. Um,
It just shows you
but
how important music is.
my
So many.
it, it's so many to mention. It's so many.
Uh,
I My first movie at
mhm.
5 years old were the Beatles, Hard Day's Night.
Okay.
And
That was a
I
good
became a
movie.
mad Beatles fan.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And I like that what you're throwing out as the diversity of your musical artists and your musical taste. And that's really, really important because
Yeah,
at some point they do diverge, so you can't deny that. You can't deny that.
yes,
Uh,
very eclectic taste. And even my youngest son, he's the one that introduced me to Marilyn Manson. Sorry to say
okay,
that.
okay, okay,
And
yeah,
those dark bands.
okay.
Primus is another one. We've seen several Primus shows that my son has taken us along with him to see the shows.
Oh, you've been to the concerts.
Oh yeah, I've seen Primus maybe four times.
Wow.
Maybe four times. I've seen Prince maybe eight times.
Wow.
Luther maybe four times. So when I get stuck with somebody, I get stuck. My favorite, the most recent, not most recent, but I got to see Jamiroquai because I say
Mhm.
that name and I play that music so often that I think that my family gets tired of me saying the name. but they never toured in the United States, and they came over here to Brooklyn, New York. Now, me, I just bought the tickets. I said, I'll figure out how to get there. So
Wow.
we traveled from DC to Brooklyn just to see Jamiroquai.
Did you enjoy that concert as well?
Well, I enjoy everything he does, but that concert was outdoor concert, and it was
Okay.
rainy and dreary, but I didn't care. He was still on stage, and I was still in the same oxygen. I was
Uh-huh.
breathing some of the oxygen that he breathed.
Oh, okay.
Incognito is one we've seen several times.
Uh-huh.
Um, and we will even travel to Florida to see concerts at
Wow.
Disney. Disney
Wow.
has great concerts for different fairs, springtime, and then their Music and Wine Festival is in fall. And they'll give you a lineup of artists. And we will travel down to see Living Color. We've seen them down there a couple of times. So
I
you
heard
can
they
see
were good in concert as well.
they were fantastic, and they're nice. They were nice. They came out and they, did the meet and greet with us. And
Wow.
yes,
Wow. Very nice.
Shaka Khan we saw down there a couple of times.
Who was that?
Shaka Khan,
Oh, okay.
a couple
Okay.
of times. They're like, we're going down to Florida to see Shaka.
Wow. Wow. So you go where the music takes you.
I go where the music takes me. Sometimes I'll get the tickets and I'll figure out how to get there later.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I can understand that. I can understand that. Now, one thing I can say that's again that's quite interesting is that you seem open to the different genres. You're willing to give a lot of music a chance. That's
Yes.
not usually associated with our culture. And to be quite honest, there are a lot of the artists that you mentioned that I don't think I could even think about going to see them in concert. Now, why do you feel that is? Why do you are so open to that?
I think it's probably just because of the way I was raised. There was always a different kind of music coming into our house, and we had a little record player, and we would just play it, play it, play it, play it. I have
Wow.
another funny story I have because I
Did you,
overplay things.
it,
Um, The World is a Ghetto, the album. I wore that album out so much, I would just play it all day, front and back,
by
all day.
war?
Yes,
Okay.
War with
Okay.
Sister Kid, The World is a Ghetto. My mother got so tired of hearing it, she took the album to work and she put it in her locker. She returned it a couple of months later, but the heat of the locker had warped the album. So I think that she was telling me, look, I'm not going to hear this anymore. And
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow.
when I get into an artist, I
You're gonna
wear
get
them
into it.
out.
Wow. So your mother didn't just, she probably just couldn't tell you, Consuelo, stop playing that music, stop playing that. She had to do something about that.
She had to do something about it.
Wow, that was extreme. My goodness. Did you go crazy looking for the album? Or
No,
did
I knew she
you?
took it.
Oh,
I knew
okay.
she took it.
Oh,
She
so you
made
were
it a
crying.
secret. She's like, we're not going to listen to this anymore.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, some of my
Uh,
other music, okay, other music is elementary school, urban elementary schools. Up until the third grade, I don't remember doing anything but singing in class because we would always have a music. And you remember those wobbly leg
yes.
record players? And we
Yes.
would sing along with folk music. It would always be
Uh-huh.
folk music and the words. So I got into that type of music also. And sixth grade, gosh, I remember vividly, I had a teacher, Mr. Tim Johnson, and he would play Santana in the morning whenever he was writing down his lessons on the board for the day. So
Really?
me, because I didn't have any Santana albums at home, and I love Santana, I would get to school a half an hour early to sit in the classroom to listen to Santana. Now,
Wow.
who wants to go to school early?
Really? Yeah, but dang, you did it. You did
But
it.
he played Santana every day,
Oh,
sixth
wow.
grade, every morning, and I just sat
Fellow, even at
quietly.
a young age, you went where the music took you. Oh my gosh, the school early?
Yes, I like that phrase, where the music takes me. I
Yeah.
love where music takes me.
Um, I.F.A.T.S. Let's talk about that for a second. I got there, I believe, in 2017. And
Okay.
it took a while for me to get to know you as one of the members. What drew you to this page?
Quick answer, I don't know. I am on a couple of music pages, old school music pages, and I
Mhm.
never posted. I was just kind of voyeur.
Okay.
And when I don't know what got me to I.F.A.T.S, but I remember my very first post, and it was the Temptations, I truly, truly believe.
Uh-huh.
And when I got a response from somebody that said, "Oh yeah, that's the B side to I Wish It Would Rain," I thought, these are my people. It was almost like just like that. These are my people.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes, yes. And I feel that I.F.A.T.S, I always say I.F.A.T.S family. I do feel like it's a family. I feel free to tell some of my, you know, the stories behind the music. There's always the stories behind the music. And my mother used to always humanize all the artists. Bessie Smith, she would tell us about Bessie Smith. What did Bessie Smith do? Or Billie Holiday, and she would tell us the story. And here I am at 10 years old reading Billie Holiday, Lady Sings the Blues. So I became fascinated with Billie Holiday.
Oh, wow.
I became fascinated with her. And just at a young age, I read books. I like Smokies. I've read so many biographies because I want to know the
The artist.
411
Okay.
on these people. So if I'm not listening, I'm reading. I'm trying to read Sly Stone's book right now, but that is kind of slow going for me.
Okay. Okay.
But Sly Stone is another one of my oof,
Yeah,
favorites.
I know you do post a lot of music by him. That I do know.
Sly Stone favorites.
Why do you find him interesting?
This is I used to think that Sly Stone, well, he just came from another place because I don't remember funk music before Sly Stone. James Brown and Sly Stone to me were doing the funk music that Motown wasn't doing and some of the other places were not doing. Uh, and when I saw Woodstock in the movie back in Woodstock 69, my mind was just blown with his performance and with Santana's performance. I mean, young girl, it was like, psh, Sly Stone, I loved his furry boots. I loved his look. I loved his style. I loved the makeup of the group. It was male, female, black and white, and that was intentional. But you can't be the bass player of Larry Graham. So
Yeah,
Larry
he's something
Graham was
else
the
too.
man.
Yeah. Uh, uh, Sly Stone. Now, there's always been comparisons between him and Prince.
Yeah.
And do you think that there is really a true comparison? Do you think Prince, uh, not sample, I don't want to say sample,
Yes,
did
yes,
he,
yes. He was influenced.
yeah, he was an
Yeah.
influence, but did he copy his style, or was it just someone that he wanted to emulate, or someone he wanted to or respect by doing that same type of music?
Well, actually, Prince has said that the band, his makeup of his band, male, female, black and white, was directly influenced by Sly and the Family
Okay.
Stone.
Okay.
And Prince will get on that stage with his furry boots, and I feel like that's an homage to Sly Stone because
Oh,
Sly
okay.
Stone wore those furry. But yeah, but I can see the influence of Santana, Sly, and James Brown in Prince,
Yeah.
all wrapped up into one.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. So you're on I.F.A.T.S and you're there, and the time that you in the beginning, you liked from the moment that you got that response,
Yes,
you stayed and you were there like almost
yes.
every day.
Yes, I try to every day. Sometimes I do drop the ball and
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
fine. Yeah.
responding and I'm not posting as much. But yes, it's a regular. I think I'm on that site more than I'm on any site.
Okay. Okay. And again, going back to the different all the diverse music that you like listening to, I.F.A.T.S is known for uh music that is obscure, music that most people don't listen to, and a lot of it has drawn Black people to that page. Now, whether or not Ty intentionally meant it for it to be R&B or soul or funk, I don't know. But it somehow has developed into that, but there is no genre that's not accepted. The only one that we do not play is rap, but we
Yes,
give props to rap. We definitely respect the art itself. But other than that, there is no limitations on the music that we
I
share.
know. I think I have sneaked in Marilyn Manson song, and I know I've sneaked in The Cure,
Mm-hmm.
and I know I've sneaked in Primus also.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, I've
Yeah,
tried to.
I gotta figure, I got to see that because I don't know who this group is, Consuela. I do
Primus,
not. Yeah.
Primus is okay. Primus did the theme song to South Park, so that's how far
Oh,
back they go. They go back
okay.
into the '90s.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I don't know what kind of music you would consider that. I don't even know because it's just music. It's a band of three. Les Claypool is the funky bass man who I know that he's got a lot of influence from our African American bass players.
Okay.
Um, he has the guitar player and the drums, and they
Okay.
put a big sound in that stage. They put a big sound on that
Wow.
stage.
Wow.
My son has a couple of pictures that he's taken with Les Claypool, and that's yeah, the fun is
I got to explore them so I
yeah,
can
they're a bit
I can
quirky. He has a quirky sound, it's a unique voice, but they play that music, just a three-piece ensemble. They play that music like nobody's business.
Oh,
He's one of
okay.
my favorite bass players.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Um, when you were younger, and you mentioned some of the concerts that you attended, did you ever get the opportunity to see the Motown Review?
No, I did not. My oldest
Oh,
sister did. I did not.
oh, okay. Your
And
older sister did.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Yeah,
And
they
she wasn't taking me
Florida.
along to that one, I guess.
Huh?
She
What's
wasn't
that?
taking me along with that
Oh,
to that concert.
she probably wanted to share that by herself.
I wish that I had seen some of those shows. Back then, we didn't even know how great those artists would become.
Yeah.
All of those artists on one stage.
Yeah, I find that's extraordinary, so
Yes,
extraordinary. And I think
yes,
it's almost like a just take all the personal drama out of it.
yes.
And, Barry Gordy, really created something that was magical, and it is hard to really explain, but I have to give props to him. He was such a creator.
Absolutely. He and Smokey got that
Yeah,
Motown sound up and running, and they wrote songs. They wrote songs, the
yeah,
story, a beginning, a middle, and an end, and they were just poets. I mean, you can't compare a lot of the music. I'm sorry, it's my clock. I have music everywhere in my house. I have a
yeah.
beautiful clock that's playing right now.
Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're in our world. You're in your home. I'm here.
Yes,
Life still goes on as well as music. So,
yes.
you're right now in the group. And I guess you've been there. How many years have you been with I.F.A.T.S? Can you recall?
I don't even remember. I got kicked out twice.
What?
I did because the first time I remember the song I posted. It was Prince Housequake, and I said in the comments, "Shut up already." And they're like,
Oh, okay.
"Cursing is allowed." So, so I got kicked out. So I was like, "Okay, I learned my lesson, but I like to follow the rules. I'm not a rule breaker, so I do try to be cautious with
Uh-huh.
things like that
And
because I
then
don't
what
want to
happened
get
the
kicked out
second
again."
time? What happened the
It was a
second
long
time?
time ago. I don't even know how long I've been a permanent member right now.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing about it is you got kicked out twice and you
Yes,
came
I
back.
came back.
And that's phenomenal because I would have been like, what the heck with you guys, but you came back. Now, why did you
I
come
don't even.
back?
I love the page. I love the page. I love the musical knowledge that people bring to this page. I learned a lot of things. I've learned a lot of new music on my phone, my iPhone, I have a playlist of songs that I got directly from I.F.A.T.S members that I had never heard and that I'm just digging. I'm just digging.
Yeah. I find that fascinating myself because groups like I.F.A.T.S and other groups that have this tribute to old music or music back in the day or Dusties, that type of music has gained in popularity. And because I can tell you, there were some songs that would have never, ever been on iTunes. But with the rising popularity, they've actually, you know, marketed some of the music that they hear on Facebook. And then they've taken and said, hey, you know what? This has become so popular. I mean, even on YouTube, the music that you can find is incredible.
Yes,
It's incredible.
yes, yes.
And that's what I.F.A.T.S does. That's what
Yeah,
I.F.A.T.S does.
my goodness. Sometimes I feel like I'm over posting because I get an idea in my head and it just starts coming out. Super Soul Sundays is like my favorite place.
Is it?
That's Super Soul Sunday is Super Sunday, whatever, SSF is
Yes.
my favorite place because
Sunday.
I get a direction and then I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to post. This is what I'm going to post. And I'll get up at 4 in the morning and see what the topic is. And then I'll just go through my playlist and I would this, and this. So
Wow.
I love that SSF. It gives me direction,
Wow.
a place to go. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's nice to know. That's really nice to know.
But I also have to say,
Uh-huh.
the people in the group are some of the most fantastic people
Yes.
in any group that I am on. Even the Disney group,
Yeah.
people get a
Yeah.
little rude on the Disney page.
Oh my gosh.
They get a little rude.
Oh my
Um,
goodness. I have to agree with you on that though. I have to agree
yes,
with you. Those people are special on
yes.
iPad. They're very special.
And I've been able to have, little relationships with various people. I've even found a couple of people that were raised 2 blocks from me back in
Wow.
the day. I've, yeah, found some of those people and they know who they are.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Wow. So
Old
you
neighbors
forged
that we never knew each other
yeah.
until I.F.A.T.S.
So you formed great relationship with these people that you found on iPads?
I do. Actually, I do. I do. And
Wow.
it's fun. It's fun to talk to them. And some of them I find that I'm just checking in with, say, hi, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Because I truly do care for these people. They're like my family. And when I say family, that it truly is my I.F.A.T.S family.
Wow. That is
Yeah.
great to hear. I mean,
Yeah.
because that's where you and I met, and I know you and I would, text each other or message each other through the iFast, excuse me, through Facebook Messenger. And, I would say to my girl, this girl is crazy, but I loved it. I loved it.
I am a little bit crazy.
I, but it was a good craze. It's that, hey, listen, we're not talking about someone like Friday the 13th, characters. We're talking about someone that was digging music, the music that I like, and we can talk and we can laugh on the same
Yes.
things, about the same things. So
Yes. And getting
I
to
enjoyed
know
meeting
each
you.
other,
Yeah,
Pamela, getting to know
yeah.
each other.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed meeting you a great deal, and I still have a great deal of respect for you because when you're not on the page, sometimes I go, "Oh wow, where's Consuela? She probably in bed somewhere, you know."
Hit me up sometimes, just say, hey, where are you? Where you at?
Now, I know you say you're married. Now, does your husband? How does he feel about music?
Oh my God. We formed a relationship basically over music.
Okay,
And he has brought some musical influence to me also. He's the
okay,
one that brought Patrice Rushen into my world. He brought people like Seawind, Hiroshima, all of those newer things. So he is more into progressive jazz.
okay,
Well, Return to Forever would have been one of his favorite places. My husband played the drums actually when I met him. He was a drummer and he played in a couple of, little musical groups or little people, some people in the area. And I
okay.
always like to boast about he's still friends with a member of Pockets.
Ah,
Yes, they still stay in touch with each other.
oh, that's
And
nice.
yeah, and my biggest brag about him is uh Greg Boyer. He's a trombone player
Uh-huh.
that actually played with Prince.
Wow.
And you can see in some videos, you can see Greg Boyer there, and you can hear Prince calling out his name in some of the live Prince recordings. And I'm like, God, I said, I know that guy. I know that guy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Greg Boyer is still here in the area. Well, he's clearly not playing with Prince anymore, but
Okay, yeah, yeah. Wow. Well, Consuela, it's been a real pleasure having you here and getting to know you a little bit more deeper and hearing your take on I.F.A.T.S and how it has impacted you. Um,
yeah.
if someone was if you had to recruit for I.F.A.T.S, for instance, what could you say to them if there was anything that you could say that you could think of, why this would be the best group at all, out of all the groups that he or she may be in?
It's it's the camaraderie. It is the camaraderie along
Okay.
with the music. And if you like to speak the language of music, then this is the place to be.
All right. All
Yes.
right. I have one more question for you,
Okay.
Consuelo. Now, being with your diverse interests in music, if you had the opportunity or given the opportunity to hear one song, only one song that you had to choose, which song would it be that you would listen to? If that was, your last time listening to music, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. Anything, it's hard to say. Um,
And that's fine.
anything from Donnie. Um, uh,
Any particular song?
Take It From Me is always that song
Okay.
that elevates me. I listened to it 3 times in a row because that song is just pretty close to perfect. Um, and by the way, I did see Donny Hathaway play. They had a play that came around here in Baltimore, Twisted Melodies, and it was a one-man show. And you thought he was Donny Hathaway on that stage. I saw that 3 times also because when I like something, I'm a
Yeah.
it would have to be that song.
And
That
that's
that's
good. That's good. You know what? I got to, I don't think, because I'm not a big Donny Hathaway fan, and I know that you are, but I don't know that song. So that's another one I have to really get into. I could not get into him. It's not that he wasn't a very talented and sometimes complex artist. His music just, sometimes music has to grab me right away.
Yes,
And
it
I
does.
haven't gotten that with him.
It does. That song, Take It From Me, Someday We'll All Be Free.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well,
Consuela, it's
I'm
been a
glad to be able to
pleasure.
share something with you, Pamela. You're like the guru.
Yes, yes. It's been a real good pleasure for me. And I would hope you would take the opportunity to
I,
speak with us. I really, really did.
I was a little bit scared at first, but I knew that I was going to be in good hands with my lady Pamela.
Yes, yes, yes. And I want to thank you again for giving us this opportunity. It's been a heartfelt pleasure. It really has.
Thank
And
you. Thank
you know
you.
what? I'm going to go on that ride with you. I'm going to go where that music takes me to, you know?
Well, you already are. I'm
All right.
following. I'm following.
All right.
And
So
thank you and all the admins. It's just this is the place to be. I.F.A.T.S, where the
thank
music
you.
lives on.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank
Take
you, you
care.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.